Assalamu alaikum. Hello and warm welcome to all of you. Dear students, today I am here with the fifth part of Geography chapter number 4, Climate. Friends, in the previous lecture we had discussed about coral spurs, jet stream, western cyclonic disturbance, Southern oscillation and El Nino. Even we had discussed the mechanism of monsoon in India. Today I would like to discuss onset and withdrawal of monsoon season in India. Friends, the monsoon winds are responsible for bringing rain in our country. But monsoon winds, unlike the trade winds, are not steady winds, but they are pulsating in nature and are affected by different atmospheric conditions. You know that India has monsoon type of climate. So these monsoon winds are not steady winds. They are pulsating in nature and even affected by different atmospheric conditions. On the other hand, trade wind, they are steady wind. Here you have to keep in mind one more thing. Monsoon winds are also not regular and they are uncertain. They are uncertain at the time of their arrival. In our country, duration of monsoon season is between 100 to 120 days. Monsoon starts from early June and ends in mid of the September in our country. So duration of monsoon season in between 100 to 120 days. Around the time of its arrival, the normal rainfall increases suddenly and continues constantly for several days. This is known as burst of monsoon, and this can be distinguished from pre-monsoon showers. Here, very important term in the form of burst of monsoon. So, around the time of arrival of monsoon, normal rainfall increases suddenly and continues constantly for several days. This is known as burst of monsoon. Again I am repeating. Around the time of arrival of monsoon, around the time of monsoon, normal rainfall increases suddenly and continues constantly for longer period of time for several days. This phenomenon is known as burst of the monsoon. Burst of the monsoon is different with the feature of pre-monsoon shower, because at the time of burst of the monsoon we experience heavy rainfall. Now the arrival of monsoon in our country. The monsoon arrives at the southern tip of Indian Peninsula generally by the first week of June. Monsoon winds arrive first into southern part of Indian Peninsula by the first week of the June. Monsoon wind, after reaching Indian Peninsula, divided into two branches. One, Arabian Sea branches, and number two, Bay of Bengal branches. Monsoon wind arrives in the southern tip of Indian Peninsula by the first week of the June. Here, monsoon wind divided into two branches. One branch along the Arabian Sea and second one along the Bay of Bengal. The Arabian Sea branch reaches Mumbai about 10 days later on approximately 10 June. As I told you, monsoon arrived at Indian Peninsula by the first week of the June, and Arabian Sea branch reaches Mumbai approximately 10 days later on 10 June. So this is very fairly rapid advance. Very fairly monsoon branch reaches from southern tip of India to Mumbai. In short time reaches to Mumbai. The Bay of Bengal branch also advanced rapidly and arrived in Assam in the first week of June. Bay of Bengal branch advances rapidly and arrives in the eastern state of Assam by the first week of June. The lofty Himalayan mountain caused the monsoon wind to deflect towards the west over the Ganga plain. After reaching Assam, monsoon wind advanced towards the lofty Himalayan mountain. But due to the Himalayan mountain, lofty mountain of Himalaya, Bay of Bengal branch, these monsoon wind deflected means changed the direction towards the west over Ganga plain, towards the west part of our country. From Assam, they progress, they advance towards Himalayan mountain, but due to the height of Himalaya, it deflects the monsoon wind towards the west of Ganga plain. By mid-June, the Arabian Sea branch of monsoon arrived over Saurashtra, Kutch and the central part of the country. By the 15th of June, means by the mid of June, Arabian Sea branch covered the Saurashtra, Kutch region and central part of our country. So within 15 days after its arrival to Indian subcontinent, it reaches to Saurashtra, Kutch region and central part of our country. The Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal branches of the monsoon merge over the northwestern part of Ganga plain. In the southern part of India, monsoon wind divided into two branches, Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch. But Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch merge over the northwestern part of Ganga plain. Both these branches merging into each other at northwestern part of Ganga plain. The capital, national capital of our country, Delhi, received the monsoon showers by the end of the June, around 29 June. By the first week of July, Western Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana and Eastern Rajasthan experienced the monsoon. By the end of the June, the national capital Delhi received rainfall when at the end of the June, monsoon wind reaches to Delhi. And by the first week of the June, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Eastern Rajasthan also experienced rainfall. By mid-July, the monsoon reaches Himachal Pradesh and rest of the country. By 15th of the July, by the middle of the July, monsoon wind reaches to rest part of our country. So, students, this we can say the onset of monsoon or arrival of monsoon in our country. Now, withdrawal or retreating of monsoon means returning of monsoon wind. The withdrawal or the retreat of monsoon is more gradual process. It is a slow process. As I told you, as I explained you, monsoon advances rapidly, but withdrawal, retreating of monsoon is a gradual process, slow process. The withdrawal of monsoon begins from northwestern state of India by early September. Monsoon advance from southern part of our country and eastern part of our country, but withdrawal process is totally opposite. It starts to withdraw from northwestern part of our country by early September, by beginning of September. By mid-October, it withdraws completely from northern half of the peninsula. The withdrawal process starts by the early September. By mid-October, it withdraws completely from northern part of our country, northern half of our country. The withdrawal from southern half of peninsula is fairly rapid. The withdrawal process in southern part of our country is rapid, is quick. By early December, the monsoon has withdrawn from the rest of the country. In the beginning of the December, monsoon has completely withdrawn from the rest part of the country. The island received the very first monsoon shower from south to north and from last week of April to first week of May. Andaman Nicobar and Lakshadweep Island experienced first monsoon shower from south to north by the end of the April or maybe in the first week of May. In island region of our country, the withdrawal take place from north to south. Monsoon wind advance from south to north, but the withdrawal take place from north to south by the first week of December to first week of January. So monsoon arrives into island region of our country by the last week of the April or maybe the first week of May from south to north. But it withdraws from north to south by the first week of December to first week of January. By this time, the rest of the country is already under the influence of winter weather condition. And at the time of withdrawal of monsoon from island, rest of the country already under the influence of winter season. Dear friends, now I would like to conclude my today's lecture. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Allah Hafiz.